Here's how to create a header that has a great color scheme in ActivInspire. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at a website called Peloton.com, and you've got some choices up here at the top between triad and tetrad. I like to choose tetrad. Then you come down to the color wheel and you can adjust all of the pieces of your color wheel individually. They each slide, and then they slide together and they slide separately. You can adjust the lightness and darkness until you get where you want to be with your color scheme. And once you like what you see on the screen here, we're going to take a screenshot using the snipping tool. So if I go down to my start button in Windows 10 and in Windows 7, and if I just search for snipping tool, so all I did was I typed in snip, and the snipping tool comes up, and I'm going to select it. It's going to open, and I want to hit new because I want to have a new snip. So there we go. I selected just by clicking and dragging with my mouse, and then I'm just going to hit copy. I want to copy that, and I want to open up ActivInspire, and I'm going to navigate to a new page here in ActivInspire, and I'm going to right click and paste that color scheme onto my page. Once I have that color scheme onto my page, I can adjust my color palette here so that it matches. So to change the colors in your color palette, all you do is you navigate over to your color palette and you right click and you choose the color picker there. It looks like a little eyedropper. So I'm going to choose that purple, and then I'm going to select this blue and right click, choose the color picker, and you can see that that's now my red. I'm going to change this yellow. Whoops. Right click on the yellow, choose the color picker, and select my green over here. And then finally I'm going to right click on this orange, choose the color picker, and select this kind of greenish yellow down at the bottom. Now you can see that in my palette it matches my color scheme that I brought in. I can get rid of the color scheme by deleting it at that point because I've got it in my palette here. Now I'm ready to add the background for my header. So I'm going to add a shape. I want to add a rectangle in the background. So I've got choose my shape tool, and I choose rectangle, and here I've got my outer color, the pen color that's going to go around my shape, but you can see there's another palette, and that's for the interior of my shape, and I want the interior to match the exterior of my shape. So I can do that two ways. I can right click and choose the color picker and choose one of my colors from my color scheme if I want. So now I've got purple on the outside, purple on the inside. I'm ready to make my shape. I'm going to come over here to the top and click in the top left and drag. And I'm dragging all the way down to the bottom right before I release my mouse. Now I've released my mouse, and I'm going to choose the select tool. That's my arrow tool over here on the right hand side. And once I get that, I can make adjustments if I need to make things larger or smaller, or so that they match up with the margin. Make it a little narrower at the top if I like. I might add another shape, another rectangle, but I want it to be a different color. So I want a green underneath my purple rectangle, and so I'm going to choose purple there. But if I forget to change my palette, I'm going to show you another way to change the color of your shape. So I'm going to make a thinner rectangle underneath my first rectangle, and you'll see, oh wow, that doesn't look very good, right? Because I wanted this to be all green, not purple with a green outline. So now if I choose my fill tool, which is this little paint bucket, then I can choose green as the color that I want to be on the inside, and just click inside my rectangle that I made in order to dump that paint into my shape. Now I want to set this so that it's a little narrower. I've got my select tool, and I can just adjust the width there, or if I want a little white in between there, and that looks really nice. Okay, Now I'm going to add some text. I'm going to come over to my main toolbar and choose the text tool. And I've got Century Gothic, which is a great font, and a size 32. I might bump that up to 36 or so. And you can do that either by pulling down and selecting 36, typing 36, or hitting up until you get the size you want. Write the words water cycle. And I can move them into place there just by clicking and grabbing that little movement tool. And I can move things around. Once I get everything where I want it to be, I'm going to select all of the things on my page, my text and both of my shapes, just by clicking and holding. And you can see I've got this little gray box. When I let go, you'll notice the bounding box, or the it has selected everything that I was touching. That's how ActivInspire works. So whenever you click and drag, anything that you touch is automatically all selected, not just part of it, which is great. And then I'm going to right click inside the area that I've selected, and I'm going to choose locked. And that way I'm in presentation mode right now. I can't move things around. If I needed to adjust something, I would change my little button, my presentation button over here, so that I'm in design mode. And now I can move things around. As soon as I go back to presentation mode, I can no longer move things around because I've locked things down. And that's how to create a header in ActivInspire.